When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's dealt. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Escapes the sack. Dragged down, but they'll move the Stix for a 1st down.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find this man for 6.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Big fella moving, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It'll be a run on third and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Delton. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that, Brian. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
They booted away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oath. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Frazier.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Traore. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got the back over the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Mosley.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Got the quick pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The give out of the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Breaks the tackle. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Working that left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the Stix with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Delta. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And he's over 150 yards now. Featuring this guy, featuring this weapon, you know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit it. Great job by the offense.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll try it over the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mosley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That's caught. It's Thompson.
Runs out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw at Stockton. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now on first down from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Going for 6. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this Dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. The sure hands, it's Thompson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Booth. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Grabbed behind the line. It's Traore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Shapen. grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th, lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Stockton. Looking left. Pulls it in. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
By the receiver.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Makes the catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.